So you can start. Shruti, we are looking for your topic.
Okay, so hello everyone.
Hello and welcome, and we are happy. And welcome to all of participants again to the third event of awareness series in Facebook group New Era of Love for Homeopathy. Our first presenter is Shruti Singhal. So thank you, Shruti, for your presence, and we are looking forward to hear your lectures.
Oh, thank you so much, Genoveva, and hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, whoever is in India. And I am Dr. Shruti. Thank you for giving me this platform, Genoveva.
Welcome.
So today my topic is somatic symptom disorders, and why I chose this topic is because of pandemic situation nowadays. Everybody is facing some or other mental problem. It is a type of mental disorder, and we will talk about it. What we will cover today is we will learn something about somatic symptom disorders. Formerly, it was called as somatoform disorders, about its classification, how it is different from psychosomatic disorders, because most of us know psychosomatic disorders. What is psychosomatic? We know that where mind and body is involved, that is called psychosomatic, but this is little different from psychosomatic. So we will discuss how it is different from that, and today's pandemic effect on people and how they are facing this problem. Some of the people, they don't even realize that what is this and what is happening to them. Then homeopathic approach to such cases, and some of my cases I will present today. So first of all, what are somatoform disorder? This is a type of mental disorder where we find physical symptoms in our body, something or other is happening to us, and which seems like we are having some disease, but when you go for investigations, when you go for checkups, there is nothing, no medical condition can be found by any investigation or any physician. So this is very complicated. It is very difficult to diagnose, because sometimes the person who is suffering, they also don't know what is happening to us, because nobody is ready to accept that they are facing some mental issues. Everybody thinks that they are perfectly fine, there is no problem, and we are facing this situation very bravely, and nothing, no, we are not facing any mental stress or anxiety, but subconsciously they are thinking and they are getting this problem. And what happens that we are getting like tingling, or we are getting pain somewhere, and we did this test, we did that test, and we are not able to find that. Then they come to homeopath. Generally, when they are not able to find anything anywhere, then they come to us, and then it is diagnosed. So, what is somatization? When physical symptoms are caused by mental or emotional factor. Our mind is such a strong entity that it can affect anything. It is able to produce, it is able to do anything to us, to our body. So, that is somatization. Types of somatoform disorder. So, they are of two types: involuntary and voluntary. Involuntary, when we are deliberately not doing anything to us. So it is again classified in four types of disorders. I will discuss this in our next slide, that what are they: conversion disorders, hypochondriasis, body dysmorphic, and undifferentiated SSD. And voluntary, when person deliberately, consciously does something, that is factitious disorder and malingering. That is very interested. I will tell you in little detail what is it. So involuntary classification, this is first of this is conversion disorders, which is also called functional neurologic symptom disorder. So in this, what happens that we are facing the symptom. When a patient is facing the symptom, there will be one neurological symptoms where nervous system is involved. That can be like paralysis, person is not able to move his limb or anything, or he's facing tremor, or hearing problem, tinnitus, loss of sensations. And obviously when there is the person is feeling this, but when the checkup is done, nothing can be found, everything is perfectly fine. So it is due to anxiety without any medical cause. Second is hypochondriasis. It is also called anxiety disease. In this, person has a mild problem like a simple headache, but he or she thinks it is the severity. He will think it is like brain tumor. I am having brain tumor. And thanks to Google and all the social media, where any person can read anything, the first thing what people do, they just type that what is going on to us, what is happening to us, and the conclusion is the severe symptom like cancer, tumor, loss of any part, or like this. So that is hypochondriasis. The third one is body dysmorphic disorder, where person is so obsessed about his body image that she or he always thinks that I am not looking perfect, my hair are not perfect, my skin is not perfect, I am fat, I am this, and they are always all the day 24 hours they keep on thinking about this. Undifferentiated SSD, where the complaint is present for more than 6 months but nothing can be diagnosed. So these are main involuntary classification. Now the voluntary classification, in which there is factitious disorder where a person pretend to be sick to get attention, and this is to such a extent that the physical symptom appears. That I have seen one case where one lady, she was getting vomiting every uh, fixed time in a day for like 2 or 3 years. So they just keep thinking about something and they are able to do vomiting. The mind is so strong. And when you do all the tests, why this is happening, what is happening, and that is the beauty of homeopathy. When you do the full case history, case taking, and then you find some reason that happens 3 years ago or 4 years ago, that's why this problem is happening. And then we are able to know that it is a mental disorder. The other one, involuntary, is malingering, in which the person produces their symptom to gain for secondary benefits, like some insurance policy they are getting, or money gain, or for his benefit. They are doing this deliberately. So these are the classifications. Now, what are the causes and what are the symptoms? So causes are, there can be a lot of causes, that suppressed emotions, insecurity, want to gain attention, anxiety, sudden grief, something suddenly changed in the atmosphere, which are causing this symptom. So what are the main symptoms? They are not fixed. It depends person to person, that if and on the classify, what I told you in the classification, it can be paralysis or pain in the abdomen or vomiting or loss of hearing. I will present a case of tinnitus also. So main symptoms can vary, and they can vary to such an extent that it is affecting person's day-to-day life and even of the family, because all the day they are thinking about this symptom, about this problem. In the family also, everyone is so worried. Person thinks it about all day and may describe it terrible and unbearable. It runs in some family. You can see the family history also sometimes. And it can have something to do with unconscious desire for help. They want some attention. It can be because of this also. How it is different from psychosomatic disorder? Psychosomatic disorders are the problems which is increased or decreased by stress or tensions of life. Like psychosomatic disorders are diseases where mental factors play a significant role, like lower back pain, high blood pressure, that when we are stressed, then this problem increases. So it is definitely mind and body relationship, but somatoform disorders are diseases where mental factor is the only factor of the illness. This is purely mental. In this, no physical problem is there. So corona everywhere, and how it is affecting our mental health. So the problem is that a lot of information, whatever you are seeing all the day, you are on phone, if you switch on the TV, if you are on internet, you Google, everywhere these topics are present, and there are a lot of information. Some misinformation is also there, some opinions are also there, but the person who is susceptible, who is suffering from this mental disorder, they it affect them a lot. Then rumors, if you are talking to anyone, this happens to me, that happens to that, that girl has that symptom, that family had this, so all this affect us. And everywhere same topic are knowingly and unknowingly causing fear, that for how long pandemic will last, we will get the disease, what will happen if this is happening to us, what our kids will suffer. Then these cause anxiety and stress, sadness, loneliness, because you are staying at home, you are not in connect. And now it was initially from March, April, May, June, these months it was more than that, then the situation was little um, better. But now again in everywhere, I think second wave is coming down. So again people are scared, they are isolated, they don't want to go outside. So social interaction is almost stopped. So what we are doing, we are just spending time with our own, and that is a cause of physical health deterioration. The old people who have already some diseases like diabetes, thyroid, or some other problem, they need to walk, they need to go for a walks to maintain their health, they need to talk to other persons, other family members, but they are not going to uh, not going out anywhere, so they are staying at home, which have changed their lifestyle, and they are getting more problems. And mentally and physically, both in both situation, this corona is affecting us. So there are more somatoform disorders, more mental disorders, along with physical diseases. Now I want to present my case. So this is a case of 39-year-old female. This is very interesting case. So it didn't start in corona period, it started last year. So this lady came to me, she was 39 years old, and she came to me in March 2019, and she was having this ear problem. She was the tinnitus problem was there. She was hearing a different type of sound of low tone loudspeaker in left ear. Every time she was she described it like this, or buzzing sound all the time. Aggravation at night, because night time you are not busy in anything when you go to sleep, after thinking of her complaints or after exertion. And amelioration by warm applications, by relaxing her mind if she does yoga or engage herself into other activities. Then she was having pain from this ear to cheek, and sometimes to teeth also, which is radiating towards teeth. And she said to me that this part is so heavy, I feel that this is made up of stone, and I cannot chew also from this side. It is so painful for her, and definitely some problem was there. Physical general was almost normal. Thirst, sleep, everything was normal except appetite. Appetite was normal, but a lot of burping was present, which was after meals, and very loud burps. She said that if I am sitting in this room, so the person in next room can also hear my burps. And acidity. all the from stomach to throat there was burning, feel suffocated till the burps come, and burps on pressing the body parts. Otherwise, all physical generals were normal. There were no marked desires, thirst, stool, dream, sleep. Everything was normal. She was a very intelligent lady. She was from IT, and she was doing job when she was in India. But here in Dublin, she is staying at home. Mind, fear of diseases, a lot of fear, a lot of fear. So this part it is so hard. I think my half face will get paralyzed. I will not be able to sleep. What will happen? Why it is happening to me? Anxiety about health. A lot of fear and anxiety was present. And hypochondriasis, what I told you, fear, the extreme of the disease. This paralysis will happen. I will not be able to show my face to anyone. My face will get paralyzed. And I talked to her. I listened to her. I think 2 hours I listened to her, and she told me about just about her problems. And when I talked more, then I got to know that it all started when she heard last to last year there was an Indian actress who died in a bathtub. So it affected her so much that from that day she started to get all these symptoms. And she said, no, I was not a big fan of that actress. I didn't have any other personal relationship with her, but yeah, it shocked me why it is happening, why did it happen, what will happen to me. And then this was the day, from the next day she got all this problem. Okay, so I did a lot of counseling. I talked to her. She opened up so much. After 2 hours, she expressed all her fears, anxiety, what she's feeling, and she was very much relaxed because since 2 years, everything is in her heart. She didn't express because she felt very like, how can I tell this that actress died and it started to me. To me also, she told this in the end of the case history. And then I prescribed Aconite 201 dose. And because of her all the gastrointestinal problems, Carbovesh 30. So she was much better. Her mind was very calm, and I suggested her for to do yoga and to do meditation for some time whenever she has time, because um, otherwise also the first thing is that we don't have time. We are so busy in this in our household work. We don't have time, and I don't think it will not cause any effect. I am better. I don't think so much about all of this. So, but I insisted to do yoga and meditation. So she was very much better in her anxiety issue, and she felt very relaxed. She started yoga and meditation for herself daily, and she was very much better. But then she went for holidays to India, and she left the medication. Then when she came after 1 month of holidays, her complaints were worse. She saw the doctor, some doctor. And immediate relief. Tinnitus was better. In between, I gave her sulfur also, because in boric, sulfur may be considered as a chronic aconite. Often completes a cure begin with Aconite, and she coped up very well. She was very positive. The corona situation didn't affect her so much. Didn't affect her mean it is affecting every person. Corona situation, pandemic situation is affecting everyone, but when we are healthy, when we are facing it courageously, and these things are not affecting our mind and health. So she was a bit scared but didn't get any of her complaints worst. In meantime, this here now in June, and again an Indian actor committed suicide, and still it is in news, so much in news every now it is almost 3 months. Yeah, July, August, September, and in every newspaper, in every Indian social media, that suicide news is there. But she herself realized that this time her mental state was very balanced, she was very stable, and last time she got worse, but this time she is much better. So just these two medicine, this is the testimonial I attached. I would like to thank you for all your effort. I didn't know, see here also, I didn't know that stress and anxiety could be more scary and dangerous than a heart stroke. Again, hypochondriasis. She always thought it in the extreme that I will get a heart attack or I will get paralyzed. No, no. If headache is there, then tumor is there. Definitely not the simple one. She will go into the extreme of everything. But she was much better, and she wrote that. That was very nice case. Second case is, yeah, this is of 8-year-old boy. Oh my God, this was on 24th of May. The complaint was pain in abdomen. When I was doing video call that time because I was not seeing patients at home. So when I video called him, he was laughing. He was very happy. Yeah, I am having pain in abdomen. It and his mom, she was so worried. I cannot tell you. No, he's having stomach ache for like 2 months, and we did all the test. So what? Yeah, I will tell you. So the complaint was pain in abdomen, aggravation as soon as he will start eating. The 2 or 3 bites, and the pain in abdomen will start. And then he will stop eating, and after some time, after 20-30 minutes, the pain will subside, and then he will finish his food. The second problem was pain while urinating, which was radiating to back, burning, cutting pain. He told me like if you are cutting the part with the scissor, that type of pain. Physical generals, he was very thirsty while talking also. He was drinking water so many times. Urine increased because I think because of that urine problem. Stool very hard, pain after stool. Mental general, fear of being alone. He wants to be with his parents every time. Fear of animals, all the animals, cat, dog, snake, lizard. Very duty bound. If parents will say anything, he will have to do that. He has to be the perfect one. Wants to be perfect. I want to be like Ram. Ram is an Indian god who is considered as idol son. He went for a jungle also, for the forest, when his father told him to do so for 14 years. So I want to be like Ram. Whatever my parents will say, I will do that. Every time he wants to go out, he doesn't want to stay at home, and he wants to play cricket. So the interesting thing was that he was getting pain only while eating. All the day when he was in doing anything, he was not having pain. He was playing cricket all the time, where you do so much exertion for 2 hours. He was going, if he was going for a walk, he was fine. If he was watching TV, he was fine. No problem in that. But as soon as he starts eating, he will get pain. So what happened? These parents did all the test before coming to me. First of all, the GP said to go for UTI test. They did UTI, nothing came out. They were not satisfied. They did the UTI again in another hospital. which was also perfectly fine. And here in this part of the world, Dublin and Europe, it is not easy to get appointment. You cannot just go to the doctor and say that we want to do this urinary test and you please do it. It is a long process. So they put all the effort and all the planning that how they will get the test done. And they did that, and everything was fine. So antibiotics were done for 1 week. He took the boy took the antibiotics also, but no relief. Then I talked to him, and I prescribed Cantharis for initial 3 days, I think. I prescribed 3 or 7 days. I prescribed Cantharis 30 and Carboveg. Because he was having a lot of burp. As soon as he will start eating, a lot of burp will start coming. So this urine problem, urine pain, the seizure cutting pain, and this was all gone, completely cured in 2-3 days. The pain in urination was gone. Back pain was also gone, which was radiating towards back. But pain after eating was there. But whenever I was talking to this boy, he was very happy. Then one day I told his mom that you go, I want to talk to him alone. And she was so concerned about his health, and they were so like 2-3 months they were um, putting all their efforts. She was not ready to leave her son, but I insisted and she left in the other room. And then this boy, I talked to him like for half an hour. He said, no, I am having pain, so my mom is not giving me this food. I cannot eat, otherwise, the deep fried things I cannot eat. He liked puri. The puri is flat breads, deep fried fat breads. So no, I cannot eat this because I have pain, then my pain will increase. And his mother was also putting like gluten-free diet, no this milk, that milk, because pain was there. So the first thing I told the lady, the mother, that give him everything, whatever he wants, you give him. No restriction of diet. So the condition was a bit better, but the pain after eating was there. And now he was saying to me that it comes in a line from umbilicus to till throat in a line. So I gave Calcarea Phos after repatriation. Rubric was abdomen pain, eating on every attempt to eat. Otherwise, all the day he was fine. Calcarea Phos is the single remedy, I think. And Carbovage was continued, and he was much better. And I scold that boy also, that if you will pretend, you have to be admitted again in the hospital. You want that? No, I don't want that. So don't pretend anything. And in the meantime, the corona situation was better. They started going out, schools were open. So he was very much better with this. His mental situation was also better. And later I gave him tuberculinum because of his mentals and his physique, his interest, and he was fine. So this is his testimonial. And where they mentioned that they did couple of tests, blood tests. They did ultrasound, two ultrasound, two UTI test, and nothing was there. Finally, the doctor prescribed them for endoscopy, and they were almost ready to go. But the thing why they didn't go was because they got to know that it is very painful for a kid. So they didn't go for endoscopy. So this is the second case. Yeah, and this is a third case where this lady of 39 years came with a complaint of belching and burping since 3 months. It started as soon as she eats. There was acidity burning all over the abdomen and throat, not able to eat anything. So the lady didn't eat anything. Anything means very mild, just the liquids or something, because she for like 2 weeks she was not having proper diet. Some time or another she was having something or other, but she was not having proper food because she was so scared that as I will start eating, the pain will be there. and acidity and burning and belching, burping will start. So after case taking, I didn't write the whole case here. I will tell you the main points. A lot of anxiety was there because in February and it started as in March, her dad was planning to come to Dublin from India. And then in February, this corona pandemic situation started, though it was not here in Dublin that much, but then also it started. So she was so much worried, will my daddy will be able to come or not? What will happen? Uh, the flights, he will not get stuck in the flights. So, lot of sleeplessness. When she talked to me, she said, I didn't sleep for 3 days. Last 3 days I didn't sleep. There was constipation and bleeding during stool, history of fissures and internal piles, and uh, pylori, helicobacter pylori infection was there, sinusitis were there, mental fear. Now when the father reached here, then also he may get stuck here. Will he be able to go back or not? All the time she kept on thinking of us, all these anxieties. So I did the repertorization and I took these rubrics: mind absorbed, fear of impending disease, fear something will happen, anxiety about family, a lot of sleeplessness, irritations, pain, burning after eating. So these initial medicines are sulfur, calcarea, nux vomica, phosphorus. These are the medicines. According to her symptoms, I prescribed nux vomica 30 and sulfur 201 dose. And she was so much better in initial 7 days. And I managed her diet also. After discussing with her, every 3 hours I prescribe something. If she wants to have liquid, she has to take liquid, and she has to take. Initially I prescribed I told her to take less spicy food, and she started that because she was not eating anything. So as we all know, with medicines, management is also very much important. We have to manage the situation also. So she was much better, and she, I think, continued for 10, 15 more days, and she was perfectly fine. So this is her testimonial where she wrote that she was suffering for 2 months, and in total 21 days all the symptoms were gone, and she was very happy. So these were my cases. These were according to today's situation, and how our mind and body, only a homeopath can understand the uniqueness that these mind and body are no different. This is the beauty of homeopathy, that we the patient, whenever he comes to us, we are not referring him to mind doctor, psychiatrist, or the physical doctor, or some specialist like ENT specialist or gastroenterologist, but we are treating the person as a whole person, and we are healthy when we are at ease. Our body and mind both are healthy. So disease is at ease. When we don't have any factor, mental, emotional, physical, then we are at ease. And this is the beauty of homeopathy, that we treat person as a whole. Mind and body are not different. So thank you so much for listening to me, and thank you so much, Genoveva, for providing me such a great platform, and I am able to meet such good doctors in this new era of love. This is a global event, so very nice, and we are always, I will like to connect with all of you. Thank you so much, everyone who listened to me patiently. Thank you.
Thank you, Shruti, for the wonderful cases and for all your great work.
Thank you so much.
I wish you a lot of success in your practice, and let us continue.
Thank you, everyone.
Welcome. Let us continue with Dr. Rita Kimawat. I will try to go live now. Actually, Rita, wait.
But yet I'm not able to upload my presentation. Hopefully you have received my presentation on Messenger.
I will check. But you can start talking without uploading, can you?
The screen sharing option in this?
Can you start talking before uploading presentation?
I need to upload my presentation. Okay.
Okay, I will check. But I told them you will go live. Okay. So what to tell, you will not go live?
No, I'll continue of course, but if you can get my, did you get my presentation on Messenger?
Let me check.
Is there a screen sharing option?
No, there is no here. Do you know my email or send it to email?
Yeah, I can mail you.
See your messenger, I will send you email. Send it to the email because in messenger there is no presentation. So you decided to talk here?
Yeah, I will.
So you will talk here, you will not go live then?
I just want my presentation to come up.
It will not come up if you don't send me to the email. Please send it.
Yeah, I will send you.
But I promise them you will go live. Shall I delete this?
Yeah, I will.
What is your decision? Go live or present here without?
Yeah, I will go live. I will go live. If
Okay, then you don't need to upload presentation. Then you can go out of here.
okay. So I'll present here live on Facebook. Yeah, how do I do that?
You haven't you presented live before?
I have sent. Yeah, I have presented live. I have sent you my PPT. Or do you want me to go to my page and be live?
Just go out of here and go live without PowerPoint. If you want, you decide. If you want, you can continue.
I'll continue here. I have sent you my presentation. If you can just add it over here. I'll start here.
Okay.
You've received it?
But wait. We have to. Can you go live? Because I forgot that we record only 1 hour. We cannot record your session and people will not see you. Can you go live, please, in Facebook and go out of here? People will listen to you as well. You don't need to upload presentation. Just go out of here and enter in Facebook Live. Can you? So
Facebook
sorry.
Live on New Era?
Yeah. New Era, yes. There is option, there is icon.
There is icon.
Wait, I will stop recording here. I forgot to